Hey, what's going on? I'm going to get a hat. I think there's one on the balcony. Give me a second. Not only is there a hat on the balcony, but there's also a cat. You want to come in? You want to come in? Cat sitting there on the balcony. Meow, 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 meow. So I'm looking up a few things for those of you who don't know who I am or what I do. And some people call me crazy. Some others say you're wasting your time. I think life, putting yourself and dedicating yourself to something you believe, creating a science within a science, the truth and the reality, and creating an entertainment scenario to the truth that follows the reality through what is the alphabet, through the position of the letters in the alphabet, so where we can go and mention Chaldean, or if you want to know Chaldean, should it be lined up in a straight line of 8, or should it be set up as your digital phones in 9? You do know that the entire alphabet fits on your telephone. And did you know that we can put the entire alphabet, okay, listen to this, that we can take the entire alphabet and start at A, go all the way to I9, to return back to A, where we put the letter J, and go over to R9, and we end it by going back to A, which is the S, and we no longer go back. So there are 3 letters on 1, and there are 2 letters on the number 9. I and R, 27, J10, A1, 11, and S19, 30. So you have 30 on number 1, and you have 27. Can it be for the 27 of something, the reverse alphabet? It's a perfect reverse alphabet, I and R. Where is I and R created from? I've done it before. Should I do it now? Should I lose my space? Should I lose my place in space? Because it just keeps branching out. Everything has to be categorized, put in its place. And then we can take another look at it and pull it out and build a story numerically, mathematically, by doing the basics of multiplication and addition, calling when the star goes over the addition sign, it becomes a star 8. The reality is we can only run 6 of 8 at one time. See the way this pole is going all the way through and this is spinning? One of these areas, or maybe 2 of them, have another cut inside of it. It was split. Or a ring that goes around and then a split. We have to also integrate the cube inside of this. 147. How things work, what are their rotation? Why 147? What is the Mayan rotation of 7 and 13? I don't have it with me right now. 7 and 13. 6 crossing 7 as 9 crossing 4 equals 13 as 1 crossing 6 as 3 crossing 4, 77, 13, 13. 14 and 26. 7 and 7 as 1 and 6. And 1 and 6 and 3 and 4 equals to 7 equals to 7, as crossing 9 and 4 and 7 and 6 equaling to 13, equaling to 13, equaling plus 36 plus 42 equals 55 and 29 equals to 49 and 23. I'm going to bring you a little bit further up to date, but I don't want to forget to remember that the mosquito, do you like to hear the sound of the mosquito? Well, the mosquito buzzes on D. The mosquito buzzes on D. If you ever see the JF as initials, 10 and 6, or AF, meaning half, if you want to say it that way. What it is 10 equals to what is reverse 4 to what is 6 is ABC equaling to C. C is all A, B, and C equals to what is 6 plus 4 equals to 10. So 10 and 6 is the expression of the separation of the seventh gate through the house of DC, 7 times 7 times 7. Well, you'll see the 4 opposite of the 3. It's a 180-degree turn. Although they're all 180-degree turns, the special thing about this is 1, 2, 3, first, second, and third, gold, silver, and bronze, also related to what? If I would look up on the internet right now, gold, silver, and bronze. And why did I say D for the mosquitoes buzzing? Because their wings move at 500 hertz. HZ, 88, 8 and 26, 8th letter, and the 34th letter, H and Z, equaling to what is 42. Did I say that right? Hold on, the 26th letter. 8 and 26, what is 34? Sorry about that. So that is 88. What is 88, which equals to 16 and 64? So now I'm going to stop and why the cube? Why should I implement the cube? Why was I talking about the mosquito? Because one went right by my ear. Number 88. I can't put you in my head and show you how I feel, how much love I feel for the truth of what the numbers calculate to. Number 16. Number 16. What can we do with it? How can it be recreated? Where does it come from? Well, 88 is not only 88, okay? I wish I had a studio of some sort where I can feel comfortable in the camera and I don't have things in my way. It's so disturbing, it takes my mind away from thinking. Yes, I get aggravated. Of course I do. I get aggravated. I don't put things away. I don't have time. I don't make time. I have to make more time. I have papers all over the desk and things that I get. I shouldn't be working all this stuff on this desk. And this is something that shouldn't be here. And oh my God, things are just all over the place. Oy, 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 you know. And you want to look down, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look. Look, I got stuff here and stuff here and stuff here. And I don't even want this anymore, whatever it is anyways. Okay, just let me continue on. Let me just try and stay focused. You see, 88 is like 77, is like 66, or any double number, any pairs. One of the things is about pairs is the word and expression. For instance, if you got 44, you have 2 4s. If you have, if you can't have 2 and 7. You can have two, like you can have 2 6s and say 2 6, 2 6s. You can say 2 5s. You can say 2 3s. You can say 2 2s, and you can say 2 1s. They're all multiplication, so I know you're going towards the corners. You're going towards the corners in multiplication, unless the cube is this way. And now your multiplication is in the area void, to where your addition, okay, is in the area of 2 4 6 8, whereas now the 1 spirit of the 9 birth to the 3 creation of the 7th gate. Unless you want to do it vice versa. It all depends where this 3 is. See the way this is up? Now, see this is up? Now watch, what if this was up? And now you turn it around and you have the 4. And you turn it around again and then the 3 is to the right. And you turn it around and you still have the, whoop, sorry, I shouldn't do it that way. It's got to be this way, right? So you turn it around and you always have the same, 4, but you never have the same 3. So you have 1 way for 3, 2 ways for 3. But when you have this way for 3, look the way the 2 is pointing. So there's stories going on within the cube. And not only that, the cube face is right over here. Give me a second, the cat wants to come in. But what happens when it comes to 2 7s 2 8s, and 2 9. And I'm going to show you how I write it. Right? Instead of saying 44, you know when you get doubles in games, right? When you get doubles, or you have 2 7s, this will equal to 14, to 16, and to 18. But if you multiplied it, this would be the example. But if you did it this way, it'd be 14 and 9. It would be 16 and 10. It would be 18 and 11. So you have two different situations showing up. I'm not going to go through all the math. This is the division between night and day. It can also be fabricated from 4884. Now, if we should take this to what is our cycle rotation into 741, also noted as into 741, also noted as to 16, 13, and 10 as 19, 28, 37. Okay, 37, 46, and 55. So that 55 would be coming here, and then it would be here. 2 and 3, 4 and 4, and again 44. And this happens to be Mars and ape, or monkey. And I've been talking about this for a while. 22 is ape, monkey, or money. Okay, which is 72. This happens to be 38, which is, you can be talking about this way over here to get to it, or you can be talking about this. When you're talking about this, the reason for that is because there's 3 empty spaces here, and the reverse side is 8 empty spaces. Noting to this, what would be the opposite of this in monkey? This over here is that when you multiply this by 2, because they are in the house of 22, which is the house of ape, this becomes 8, and this becomes 12, becomes 3, Zion, Israel. This becomes the freedom gate of 55, because the multiplication of 7 times 6, 7 plus 6 equals 42, and 13 equaling to 55. Yes, we have it right over here. By the way, your 13 and your 7, right? Why did I do 7 times 6? I don't remember. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6, 9 and 4, 13. Right, 13 and 13, that's why. And the crisscross of that was going to be 1 6 crisscrossing what is 3 4. So there's an equation for this over here, which equals 7 and 6. I think I did that somewhere over here, and we got that over here, and this one equals to 12 and 7, equaling to a total of 19, or DC is what creates AI. Now, remember, all I'm actually doing is showing you what the answer is to a mathematical calculation, and then creating and implementing the equation to what is a letter or a word. So that's where we get to what is 34. And 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 will come out to 1 plus 2 equals to 3 and 7, in which is going to equal to 13 and I forget what it was, but defeat. Hold on a second. Okay, so there's a build-up, and I don't remember exactly what I was talking about because there's so many things going on, and I have to finish these numbers here. So let me just finish these numbers here. So the word money is 72. Key is 115, which is Earth. This will create what is KE, and the 25 will create the Y, or the G. So you can use it as keg, or we can have an exchange. This will be 32. This would be, we'd have to play with this and discuss it, what we can turn these letters in, you know. Just like this will never happen on 2 cubes. There is never going to be 77, 88, or 99. But, okay, what does it mean? What happens? What's going on? So what's happening in the 7th inning stretch? And they only play 8.5 games, so only one team will play the 9th inning in offense. And then there's defense. So in both situations, okay, they both get the fence. And inside the word here is code. And there's another word that goes with DE. Oh yes, merde. Yes, merde. 45. Yes, this is there's a passage in the mother of the ocean. You see, in this situation where you would say the ocean or the sea is inside the word matter, energy. This is a connecting number because the artwork in R is 12. It is also looking like this. They also have the, I'm not really sure, I think that's the way they do it in the artwork. Okay, and then inside of here is where the R is. And this would be the E. So the R is in the E world, ER. But this is the 4th and 5th letter. Now, when it's the 4th and 5th letter, there's no 2 letters that come to it. So 4 is 2 and 2, 4, which is reversed 5 and 5. 2 and 2 equals to 4. And the reverse of that is 5 and 5. And how do you get 5? You get 5 from 77. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 plus 4 equals to 5. I need to use the doubles. I need to understand what's going on with the doubles. So we did this little piece here, and how do we get 10? How do we get 13? We get 13. The first time 13 starts is 4 and 9, and then it's 5 and 8, and then it's a 7 and 6. And 16 happens with 9 and 7 equals to 16. I don't want to put really any double numbers together. We're not going to put any double numbers together for right now. But this is 1 and 6, 7, 1 and 3, and this 1 and 0. At the same time, this is also the first letter in the alphabet, which is A, J, and S. And this is the 4th letter in the alphabet, and the house is D, M, V. And this is the 7th letter, and the house is G, P, and Y. 25 and 16 is 41, and 7, 48. Hey. My cat's putting her nails on my screen. So let me do this again. The 25th letter and the 16th letter is 41 and 7. 7 and 16 is 23 and 25. 48, standing for Pluto, standing for the key, for the ring, standing for buy and sell. So if you're buying and selling, okay, if you're going to buy and sell, if you're going to buy and you're going to sell, you're going to get the red and the green that comes along with the buy and sell. So you have to go to the go and the stop. Just have to put all these things in order. This is 22, 15, and 7 equals to what is 22. I need to come up with a situation that shows me 8 and 14, which is HN. HN. AC hen. Just thinking. You know, the crow gets up at 5 a.m. Everybody's going to call Sam. Sam, okay, over here is numeric value 33, starting with 1,000, okay, plus 5a. Where do I get this? It's divided. This has been split because 5 looks like an S. So the S is the 19th letter, which now creates a I, also noted for G HIB. Because your creation of what is, okay, I, okay, is BI. And your creation for what is lesser than, and we're using the one letter, okay, is HA, meaning I run numbers from 1 through 8 and 2 through 9. I cannot have more than 8 numbers. And in between here, although you see 2 numbers, you're missing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, where your 2 and 7 is what plays inside the spirit of the heavens, to where 3 and 8 to where what plays inside the birth and the DNA in the sun. Where does all this come from? First of all, 38 is gold. It is also in French or, which is number 33, which comes out to these 2 letters. 33 will create mathematics of 9 and 6. This will multiply into 54, the numeric value for the sun, and many other words. But 4 times 5 equals to 20, and 9 equals to the IT system. 29 is birth. It's actually not birth. I use it as birth for the 9 months of birth, but it can also be related to the 9-month birth of a horse. This is the T, which is a gateway. You want to call it a GIF or a GIT? Can we call it a GIT? And the way to create this is with 2 letters. 5 times 4 equals to 20. Are there any other ways to use 20? I don't know. I can look into it. But I do know the French say 4 times 20 to equal to 80. Four times 20 equals to 80, so that's how the French bring it in. And at 60, they just say the whole 60. Let me go back and see if there's somewhere else to work inside of this. Yes, something else I want to put into this. First of all, yes, something did happen yesterday. 21 represents the cube. 21 represents the E-worlds. 21 represents Venus and Earth. 21 also represents the... Wow. I just made noise downstairs. I'm not happy. But anyways, if the person's sleeping it made a quick noise, maybe they didn't notice. I hope not. I don't like to disturb anybody. Just disturb myself. So we have Venus, and when you have Venus and Earth together, you already have the spirit of Mercury within Earth, because A is nowhere without B being in the picture. And if we would look A in between B, you would say the nut on the propeller plane that's in the nose of the plane is holding the wings, what is Venus, living life in both worlds. Or it's just an expression. 1 in between 2, rotating. That would be your 50 mark, and it would be a red cone. Where the propeller is turning would be the green zone for go. It is the green zone because the propeller turns to both sides. Now, is it 2 propellers, or is it 3, or is it just 1? Is it 1, 2, or 3? Are they in separate pieces? So now I want to go on to what cherries are. Should I put a cherry on top? Things about cherries. And one thing about a cherry is that the French word is cerise. And the French people, if you say cerise or series to somebody, you might be thinking about something serious, maybe serious radio. But how about hockey series, baseball, football, anything best of 5, best of 7, best of 3. So if it's a series and it's the best of 7, the winning team, the one who wins the series, must win 4 games. The losing team will either have 0, 1, 2, or 3. That is the category of our vibration. In a series of best of 5, the team that wins, or person that wins the series, will win 3, and will lose 2-1, and will lose 2-1 or 0, which represents the moon. Okay. And the 3 series, the best of 3, okay, all you need to win is 2. So all you will have is 1 and 0 left over. So one will win 2, the other one will be 1 or 0. And then there's situations of what was going on. Now the 1 or 0 represents what is 10. I'm going to show it to you. What is the 7 series? Please note that the numeric value for 7 is 65, numeric value for 3 is 56, numeric value for 5 is 42. So this is where your gateway comes in through the E-world. What is your 7th gate? This is your student coming in through the 7th gate. And it's all locked up on 6. Because when this series, if it was 3 and 3, okay, you'd be locked up in the 6th game, and the best one wins from the 6th. But before it becomes 3-3, one team was already putting the other team under pressure. One team is always putting somebody under pressure for a certain number of games. So their situation. This is going to equal to what is IR. 3 times 21, 63. 3 cubes. The basic standard for 3 cubes. 3 times 21 equals to 63, which is going to create I9 and R18. 27 and 90 and 72. 189. I love it. I love it. Ross says hi. This creates this. This is the spirit created from this over to this over to this, equaling to this. Well, actually, or this. 91, 13 by 7. I don't want to get into any of this. This is 3 cubes. And then there's 3 by 33 equals to 99. And this is in the void. And this is in the dot. On the next one, and we're going to use this one over here. This one over here. 63 and 21 equals to 3 times 28 and 3 moons passing. So this would be 1/4 of the moons plus 1 moon. So we'd have 3/4 moons left over plus 1 moon. We're always carrying 1 moon, it seems like. I don't know why. 6 and 8 is what is 3/4. Letters are DC. 7 times 7 times 7 is what the 3 sides of the cube are. Equals to 343, or CDC, which adds up to what is 19 and 19 equaling to 38, or 10 and 9, 10 and 9. 90, 90 if we wanted to look at it as an angle. In 2 seconds I'll play with you. So this is what is 13 and Jupiter. Area, space, and freedom. 13 is man. Become a man at 13. The numeric value for man is 28. The 3 letters are in the house of Venus, leaving you with 53 left over. C and E. 11 craps. The students of creation. Students of creation, 11. The chicken gets up and crows. Well, so does Sam, and so does the sun. So why does the rooster crow? ST. Anything to do with ST is first. I'm not really sure what it is. I'm not really sure what to think. The total is 35 and 39 and 36. 39 and 36. If I was looking at the roulette wheel, these numbers, okay, are going to fall in what is 35, 37, and 39. This is the wheel, the roulette wheel, split. This section over here will average 39 reverse. This section over here will average 37 reverse. And this will average 35 reverse. Let me show you. I'm going to use the number 13. And number 22 would be the reverse. 22 and 13, 35. I would pick number, let's see, in this one over here. And the way I get that is this over here. Remember, we have to end up with 1, 4, 7. So in this side, in the first area, 1 and 3 is 4. 2 and 2 is 4. Here I need to get 8, 5, and 2. So I'm going to choose two numbers with 8, 5, and 2. I'm going to choose 11. Okay, and I have to get the same number, right? I have 11, and here I'm going to get 26. 26 and 11 equals 37. Now the question is like this: 2, 5, 8, 11. Now when you're counting backwards, right? 2, 5, 8, 11. When I'm counting backwards, it's going to be 35, 26. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 35. So I counted back to over here, and that's its reverse. 26 and 11. So it's K and Z. So I just want to finish one other thing, and I hope I'm not making this too complicated. So remember, we can play the whole 7 games in the series. It's not like baseball. Inside of this over here, so your 28 could be February. Your 27 is the reverse alphabet, and this is the IT system in the sun, where the king, roi, come together. 2 and 8 is the cycle of what is Pluto, to 88, what is purple, what is red and blue mixed together, what is reversed into 80, 99, and 63, which is the student. This is Jupiter as well as 13 man, explaining the cube inside Ra. 1 and 8, Venus. Venus angels, 18, Chai, which is 1/2 of the alphabet. Of the numbers in roulette, 77, what is matter of Christ? And it comes in this way, reversed, which is 14 and 9. And I can't go through everything. 32 minutes is a long time. 21 is the cube. There's a lot of work. It's like coming up to a wall at a certain speed, and you can't slow down. You must continue on the path. It doesn't matter, right, wrong, someone's watching, it doesn't matter anymore. The path has been set. It's all been pre-scripted. Okay? They've already had the script. They can't change it. They're on a timeline. And watch where the numbers fall. LV, Warner Brothers. LV, well, to create it. But remember Bugs Bunny. Jean-Jacques Chaloc. Thank you, Johnny, very much. I appreciate you helping out myself, which most people say it's the channel, but helping out myself, putting it towards good things. We are also on a time limit. I'm hoping that I'm going to be right, and I hope it doesn't fall to void. I don't like to put myself on the line. It's this September, this October, in the year 5783 is a very crucial year, because we end the 83. We end what I'm trying to understand. Where is the golden, the silver moons? All these numbers and rules and regulations we went through over time, celebrating things because it's happening inside the game. I want to thank you for joining my channel, Raphael 7286, in a constellation of Pegasus. Why is the, I just want to move this for a second. I just want to see something. Oh yeah, that's better. Where does it look better? Like that? Thank you for watching this video.